Schumer's crying after Trump's Keep Illegal Families Together order screws Democrats. You gotta hand it to Trump. Rebecca DeCirio, Politics U.S. News. Senator Chuck Schumer, along with the rabid leftists in America, have been screaming for President Donald Trump to pen an executive order to keep families together at the border. The manufactured border crisis reached a fever pitch as the useful idiots bought the mainstream media's lies. Well, Schumer is crying buckets of liberal tears as the president just screwed the Democrats royally with his executive order. You'll love this. Absolutely. I love it already. The media hysteria is off the charts over the so-called border crisis. Every cable news show and every leftist media outlet, I told you that I handed to them, but they have the leftist media, the idiots that follow these Democrats. They really get things done in the sense of causing a ruckus. Well, the media hysteria is off the charts over the so-called border crisis. Every cable news show and every leftist media outlet has been pushing fake news stories about babies being ripped out of their parents' arms at the southern border. Of course, the truth gets lost. Conservatives who follow the facts are well aware that the photos and images being shown are from 2014. We are aware of the chain-linked holding cells CNN and MSNBC show are not where illegals are kept long-term. Those are images of temporary areas illegals pass through once they are caught. But it has gotten to the point where leftists are getting violent. DHS Secretary Kirstjen Nielsen was accosted by a thug while she ate dinner at the restaurant last night. Peter Fonda, Hanoi Jane Fonda's no-good brother, threatened Barron Trump. The mainstream media has riled up every nut job, so the president had to outsmart them. Last night, Chuck Schumer, speaking at the Senate Minority Leader, wanted to keep this border crisis alive. He really doesn't want anything to change, proving the Democrats aren't interested in keeping families together. The New York Times reported Senator Chuck Schumer of New York, the Democratic leader, immediately shot down the Republican approach, saying that Mr. Trump could and should use his executive authority, not legislation, to quickly end the family separations. There are so many obstacles to legislation, and when the president can do it with his own pen, it makes no sense, Schumer said. So Trump called his bluff. Fox News reports President Trump on Wednesday signed an executive order to allow children to stay with parents crossing the border illegally, moving to stop the family separations that have triggered a national outcry and political crisis for Republicans. This doesn't help the Democrats at all, and all this does is keep these families together, which really wasn't an issue to begin with. Currently, we have 12,000 illegal minors in custody. Out of the 12,000, only 2,000 were separated from their families. The other 10,000 are actually unaccompanied minors whose parents sent them here all alone or with coyotes. Trump signing the executive order immediately deflates all the mock outrage, while at the same time does nothing to help the Democrats, whose goal is total amnesty. Crying Chuck and his Democratic cohorts want all illegals to be released into the United States. They claim Trump should just allow non-violent illegals to be released into the U.S. and then they will come back and face a judge later to see if they qualify for asylum. The Democrats have also been working with liberal lawyers and organizations, giving illegals talking points so they know exactly what to say to make sure they get asylum. But to their chagrin, Trump isn't releasing any illegals into the United States. Sure, he signed an executive order to keep families together, but they will also be sent packing back to the Mexican border together. Good for Trump. The Democrats are now exposed. It's plain to see that they view the kids as a tool, not a cause. Trump tweeted truth this morning, posting, "It's the Democrats' fault. They won't give us the votes needed to pass good immigration legislation. They want open borders, which breeds horrible crime. Republicans want security, but I am working on something. It never ends." Chuck Schumer has been left crying and speechless. They never saw this as an option. They never thought that Trump would call their bluff. They cannot fix the immigration issue. It's the only political hammer they have left against the president. It will be interesting to see how the Democrats squirm now. They'll have to come up with another fake crisis, or they'll be badly beaten in the midterm elections. Good for Trump. Good for Trump, but he's sending them right back, absolutely. Let's see what other crisis they're going to make up. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And again, thank you so much for watching.